And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. That jab was blocked. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Throws the jab, but does not score. Stiff jab. When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counterpuncher smart.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. Nope, that hook won't score. Nice counter. The jab just got blocked. Those counter punches have to hurt. Can't land that jab. Good looking hook, but it was blocked. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talking about Morales in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them. Here we go, it's round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Couldn't land that jab. Johnny, I love watching these lighter fighters just based on the hand speed and the foot movement. So impressive to watch. The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The straight right just misses. far, the offense has been better than the defense. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Is in some serious trouble. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just...
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talking about Morales in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout with that.
On to the third. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice defense on that jab. Didn't land that jab. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And Morales, he's rocked. We've seen him get out of this kind of trouble before, but he's got his work cut out for him. And it appears they weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Few days now.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And this wasn't in the game plan. Morales has to find a way out of this. A true champion knows how to get out of trouble after they got into trouble, and it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. That did never happen.
Can they figure out the combination to this save?
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
No rest for the weary. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Morales is dazed. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
He threw a punch and just got countered. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Morales in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to... Here we go to the fourth round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Got his gloves up to block the left jab. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
That uppercut's blocked. Nope, that jab not going to score. Oh, and Morales, can he find a way out now? He is backpedaling quickly. And it appears, did you see that? And this wasn't in the game plan. Morales has to find a way, and down goes El Terrible. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Richardson, are you okay?
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable.
Oh my goodness, John! Did you see that? Eric Morales is dazed. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good defense with that left jab. He threw a punch and just got countered. That jab misses. And Morales, he's rocked. We've seen him get out of this kind of trouble before, but he's got his work cut out for him. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talking about Morales in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You've been put down. You've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Great round. Now, relax. Now, I don't want you to load up.
Working, Cam. You gotta get out there.
There's the bell to start round 5. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Jorge Linares seeing cobwebs now. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Real good back and forth between these two fighters.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Oh, and Morales, can he find a way out now? He is backpedaling quickly. And Eric Morales goes down. Wow, let's take another look at that.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Linares is in some serious trouble. That was the moment.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step.
It's been on one. Oh, wait a minute. The Venezuelan is rocked. And that'll do it. Linares is down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Both men were knocked down, and they both got up in that round.
Sometimes you talk about drawing.
On to the 6th round. We had not one, but 2 knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
That is showing the fitness, that is showing the stamina, that is showing the hard work done in the gym. If you can get knocked down and get back up and knock your opponent down, they've got it.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Good job defending the jab. So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? And the referee's going to allow him to fight. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Whoa, wait a minute. If this wasn't in the game plan, Morales has to find a way out of this. Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom.
Oh my God, Johnny! Eric Morales is dazed! I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And Morales, he's rocked. We've seen him get out of this kind of trouble before, but he's got his work cut out for him. He didn't wait long, and he's going to take a knee.
Absolutely gassed out, didn't know what to do, and hurt on top of that.
6, 7, 8. Perfect counter lands. Nice counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Linares in that last round. I'm worried about these two fighters gassing out as this fight goes on.
There's a lot on the line here.
Let him back in. We're better than that, kid. Just go back out.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. So just keep him on the end of his jab.
Back, and then we'll go again. You've been toasted for this entire fight.
Just stick a few body shots in there, look.
There's the bell to start round 7. How much is left in their tank after last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
That hook won't score. Big hook doesn't land. That hook doesn't score. Well done with that counter shot. Here we go with these two lightning quick lightweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Big swing and a miss. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
That jab doesn't score. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Jab misses. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Is he going to punch himself out, though? This fight may stop here considering all the bruising and swelling on the face. And he waves it off. That will do it. This fight is over.
Time was of the essence, and it was a matter of time when this happened.
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination, a stoppage victory. How do you rate the performance?
A TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost. Not by a cut, not by a TKO.